When you're working with the freeze trauma response, it's really easy to accidentally slip into the enemy of your own trauma response. And what I mean by that, it's understandable that you would be extremely angry and frustrated when you're stuck in freeze because, let's face it, freeze is keeping you from doing things not only that you want to do, but things that you absolutely have to do. It's like your body won't let you when you're stuck in freeze. So of course that's going to bring up frustration, anger, panic, desperation. And then when that happens, we tend to think that we're going to whip our body into shape, or we're going to shove our body through sheer willpower to do the things that we have to do through force, through anger, through telling ourselves off. And again, I get it. I've been there. It's super understandable. And it actually makes you an enemy of your own trauma response and keeps you stuck in the very things you're trying to overcome. The reality is that living in the freeze trauma response 24/7 was an adaptation. It's not who you really are, but it's who you had to be to survive a very chaotic situation or circumstance. And bottom line, the motive behind the freeze trauma response is to keep you safe. And so the circumstance has changed, and you know that consciously. But your trauma response is still living in the program from the past, and it doesn't realize that it doesn't need to be stuck in freeze 24/7. So coming at it with anger only shows aggression to the freeze trauma response, which makes it keep you more frozen. The real key to working with freeze is starting to meet it with compassion. And trust me, if you're like, oh goodness, shut up, I can't stand hearing this is ridiculous. I get it, because I said the same thing when I first learned it. I was like, no, I can't be calm with the freeze. I have to use force to shove through it. After flinging myself against a wall to find myself falling back down again and again, I finally had to realize doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, as Einstein said, is insanity. And so I tried it. I was like, all right, let me see what it's like to have compassion for this piece of me that thinks it's keeping me safe. Let me see what it's like to support the freeze instead of try to get rid of it. And that's when things started changing. So if you're doing the same thing, trust me, you will not be able to overcome freeze by sheer force, but with compassion you can. And I remember an illustration of somebody, I don't remember what it was about, but they were saying there was a competition between the sun and the wind about who was stronger. And the wind was like, I'm stronger than you. And so the sun was like, okay, well, whoever can get that person to take off their jacket is the strongest. So the wind blew and blew and blew, and the person just clung to their jacket closer. The sun came and gently just started to get warmer and warmer, and the person organically, with no force needed, took off their coat. When we apply that strategy to our nervous system, that's when things start to shift.